So this next speaker is a dear friend of mine and a world-class inspirational speaker. He's an author. If you want some, what I say, Tim Inspiration, you can go and find him on social media. I watch him on Instagram because there's always something that is said that's inspirational or motivational. This guy is one of my most favorite speakers. I've done many conferences with him, and I was just so happy when he agreed to speak here at the conference, and I mean literally elated. So I want to welcome Tim Storey. Thank you.
Thank you very much. In the 1930s, a man by the name of Walt Disney, who's ever heard of him, lift your hands. He walked into a theme park that was not his own, and he said, I'm going to do my own theme park, but mine is going to be different, better, and more magical. I want you to try that. Say different, better, and more magical. The word magical means supernatural, extraordinary, unbelievable, amazing, astonishing, wonderful, sensational. I would take that life. I don't know about you. I was born in a place that I love called Compton, California. And we had 7 people in a 2-bedroom apartment that's called cramped. And we had 7 people in a Volkswagen Bug, not the bus, the Bug. 7 people. That's called illegal. But could you imagine that growing up with a father who's from Cuba and a mother who's from Spain and some Afro-Cuban and Spanish? My mother, Besantita Gonzalez, speaks still very broken English to this day with a 6th grade education. My father worked at Bethlehem Steel with a 10th grade education. But yet, when I went to this place called Disneyland, that was later created by this man named Walt Disney, different, better, and more magical, I went on a ride that changed my life. I want you to hear me. I don't talk long in my speeches, because some of us are one conversation away from something spectacular. This could be the conversation. I got on this ride called It's a Small World After All. Who's been on it? Lift your hands. Okay. So you can play the theme song in your head. And I remember going around each corner, and each corner I went around, I got more fascinated because there were people from Scandinavia. I've been there. I've been to Sweden 68 times. There were people from London, England. I've been to England 81 times. In fact, I've been to 75 countries of the world speaking to people. To crowds as high as 85,000 people at one time. It's a lot from that cramped environment that I started in. So Walt Disney said, I'm going to do something like this, but mine's going to be different, say different, better, and more magical. See, there's really nothing wrong with thinking that you're going to do something different, better, more magical. So Walt Disney had this in his mind to do something supernatural, extraordinary, unbelievable, amazing, astonishing, wonderful, and sensational. There are 3 levels of living: almost, most, and utmost. Almost means not quite. I almost got the job. Not quite. I almost lost the weight. The relationship almost worked. Rogaine almost worked on my hair. And you can keep me up a little bit, and I won't yell as much. Can you do that for me? Just for my voice, because I'm nonstop talking. Say this. Say almost. Say most. Say utmost. So almost means not quite. Most means watch. If I had a helium balloon today and I let it go, watch. It can only hit the top of that ceiling. I feel like some of you have been called to amazing places, but somebody or someone or something has put a low ceiling on you. I don't believe you're supposed to live almost. I don't believe you're supposed to even live most. I believe you're supposed to live utmost. How many believe that we're supposed to go beyond the ceiling and go to places and spaces that are way beyond? Clap your hands if you actually believe it. Come on, go happy and just for fun, say these words. Say almost, most, and at most. Robert Dahl says, those who don't believe in magic will never find it. Look at me. That's the truth. Those who do not believe in magic will never find it. Albert Einstein says there are only two ways to live your life. One is though nothing is a miracle. The other is though everything is a miracle. I'm here to tell you, life can be miraculous. I was speaking at this place called Fisher Island, which is a cool place. I speak there a lot. And as I was speaking, there was a lady and she was taking video of me, but I didn't realize that she was taking that video and she was on this thing that they can do on the phone where you can show something to somebody at the same time. And she was in the front row and she was showing it to Oprah Winfrey. Oprah was watching me. And who's ever heard of this lady named Oprah? She's, she's does stuff. So I saw this lady and she just kept videoing me, but little did I know my life was about to shift. It was about to change. I was about to have an aha moment. I was about to be sprinkled with Oprah dust. Hey. But now my life was doing pretty well, but I was about to be sprinkled with Oprah dust. But I didn't know that because somebody was just taking a video of me. And after she was done, she started talking to me about getting together with Oprah. And I thought, I think I might have time for that. And I'll never forget sitting in Oprah's backyard. You know how it is when you sit with Oprah in her backyard by herself, overlooking the Pacific Ocean. And she said, Tim, I don't know why I want to do this, but something in me wants to open up my world for you. I'm going to help you. Hey. Little Timmy from Compton. What's that? Magical. Magical. But I don't think it's by accident because I've always believed in magic. I've always believed that there was something better than what I was living. I wonder if there's anybody here that believes there's more to life than what's happened to you so far. Is there anybody here that believes that we don't have to be stuck in the past and sit in our setbacks, but we can rise up and have this phenomenal thing called life? Clap your hands if you actually believe it. Come on, I love this clap. Say this. Say, I believe in magic. Oprah Winfrey says the magic is to surrender to the universe's dream for you. Quit fighting and disallowing against and trying to stop the Creator from doing what He's supposed to do in your life. Wow. The first time I saw some magic that really hit me, besides what took place in Disneyland, it was in 1969 and there was a show called The Ed Sullivan Show. Who remembers this? Lift your hands. At least you've heard it. Jason Waller, have you heard of The Ed Sullivan Show? It's not. Give Jason Waller from the Hills a big clap. That's my good buddy. And that's Kerri's good buddy. And Alex, your good-looking friend, who's a male model. So, it was 1969, December 14th, and I saw this group called the Jackson 5. Stick with me, because this is interesting. Dancing, 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 bum, bum, bum. I'm a dancing machine, remember? Automatic, systematic. She's a dynamite attraction. Remember? Come on, with a big afro. I saw Michael do his thing and he did a spin. I'm like, what? Come on, people. It was at a whole other level. So I found that most times the way people discover magic is number one, I beg you to hear me, this is so powerful, is observation. Say the word strong. Say observation. The word to observe means to watch, to study, to review. That is one of the things that is taking place in everything that we're doing here. We are observing. We are seeing. We are seeing what we do not like. We believe that the elderly should die with dignity, honor, and respect. Somebody clap your hands if you made that true. Come on, people. So the observation will help you find the magic. Second is conversation. Conversation is to talk, to chat, to exchange, to dialogue. Have you noticed that we become a society that is not really listening anymore?
Yes.
The more you get to know me, you're going to find out that I'm a really good listener. And I believe that listening is the thing that got me to where I am today. Because when I used to hang out with people like Jack Lemmon, Walter Matthau, I would ask them sometimes, why do you want to hang out with me? And they said, because you're a good listener. Charlton Heston, because you're a good listener. Vidal Sassoon, because you're a good listener. Leon Coker, because you're a good listener. Quincy Jones, because you're a good listener. I had to be a good listener because I was raised by my mother and my 3 sisters. Little Timmy Pop. And I'm the youngest by a lot, so I had to listen about boys, right? I had to listen about stuff and things that girls talk about. So I'm telling you, to this day, I'm like a phenomenal listener. Even if somebody's super boring, I'm still like very engaged. Say observation.
Observation.
Say conversation.
Conversation.
Kasem Kerri. Did you know that? Kasem Kerri. Can you give Kasem Kerri a big clap? Come on. Kasem Kerri has given us the opportunity to talk to each other, to converse, to use each other's strengths to make a difference, which we will. Today, 7,500 people will die in America. Every 12 seconds in America, somebody passes away. But we're going to make a difference. The people die, as I said earlier, with dignity, honor, and respect. Clap your hands if we're going to make a difference. Kasem says this: elder abuse was a silent epidemic until now.
That's right.
She's a fighter, people.
Right. Yes. She is.
Come on.
She is.
She's like a pit bull in Christian Louboutin. No one's ever said that. That was cool, right? In order to live this life that I talk about, it's not going to be easy. If it was easy, everybody would live it. Don't ever forget this. If you don't do something with life, life will do something with you. I got to say that again, because I don't think you heard that. If you don't do something with life, life will do something with you. Say that song. Say, if I do not do something with life, life will do something with me. Life will kick your ass. Well, why are you such a hustler? Because I don't want to be poor anymore. I don't want to be cramped. I don't want to be crowded. I don't want to feel the pain that I felt as a kid. Come on, people. I was body surfing when I was 12 at this place called Sandy Beach in Hawaii. My sister is a model for years, a very pretty lady, and she was 18 and I was 12. She little brother hang out with her. And I was body surfing, and at that time they didn't have this thing called Wikipedia where you could like look it up, like Sandy Beach body surfing. So I didn't know that these waves just bam broke hard against the shore, bam broke hard against the shore. So I was body surfing with my sister's friend Kiefer, and a wave hit me, and I got up, and another wave hit me, then I got up, another wave hit me, I got up, another wave hit me, and knocked my swimsuit off. Or for the Latins, my chonies came off. So I was a skinny guy with a big afro. My swimsuit was over there. Watch. So you would have thought that the waves would stop. Like poor little chocolate guy. Look at him. His swimsuit has been knocked off. But the waves, bam, kept coming. Waves kept coming. The waves kept coming. And I saw my swimsuit. It would go under. It'd pop back up. It'd go under. Pop back up. And finally, I got my swimsuit, and here I am clothed today. But some of you have been hit by life's waves. I call it life interruptions. I never asked for my father to die when I was 10, when he was just driving through a green light and somebody hit him going through a red light. I didn't ask for that. I didn't ask for my sister, who I love so much, when she was only 21 years of age, to be in a car accident that her friend was driving, and she was in the fog in San Francisco and went off a cliff. I wish that didn't happen too. Yeah, I really wish that did not happen too. But you gotta get to the point where you get tired of being tired of being regular, tired of being stagnant. And you get out of what I call the mundane. The mundane is the uneventful, the unexciting, the routine, the ordinary. Let me tell you something about Kasem Cares. We are going to take this thing to a whole other level. We are going to rise above, and we are going to change thousands of people's lives. Clap your hands like that's going to happen. But we're not going to do it. We're not going to do it by being mundane, uneventful, unexciting, routine, ordinary. We're not going to do it by being messy, disheveled, disorderly, chaotic, confused. Let me tell you something about me. You will never see me late for stuff. I show up every day. I'm hustling. That's a rap song for you that do not know. Let me help you so your grandkids think you're cool.
Thanks, Tim.
Yeah, you're welcome. I did that for you. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. I'm a hustler, people. I'm not gonna be mundane. I'm not gonna be messy. Some people leave mundane, people leave messy. I want to live magical, supernatural, extraordinary, unbelievable, amazing, astonishing. Clap your hands if that's the way you're gonna live. Come on, people. I like this stuff. Okay, now you kind of got my attention. This is kind of motivational. So how do I do it? Number one, you gotta have the sight. Say right. Sight. Say it strong. Say sight. Second, you have the right. Say right. Say right. Thirdly, you have to fight. Say fight. You have the sight. Say sight. Say right. You gotta fight. You gotta fight. You just come here. You think amazingness is just gonna knock on your door? Oh my God, you're so pretty. I am the amazing fairy dressed as a unicorn. The sight. Kasem Cares, we got the sight for change. I got touched by the documentary last night.
Yeah.
No, the Compton came out and I'm like, what? We're gonna do something up in here. You think I'm decent? I was already working for Kasem Cares. I call 5 people today. And I don't play people. How many of you are people that like to get things done? Clap your hands like we're going to make a big difference. And I like you. Thanks for doing that. Thank you. I feel your energy. Say this. Say sight. So you have the sight to a better life. Look at me. Sight. Oh, I got the sight. There. Oh my God. I see myself. Please. You can have the sight and you can have the right, but doggone, you're going to have to fight. So I was looking up the word fight, even as I was preparing just a few minutes ago, looking at my notes again. It means to contend, it means to battle, it means to quarrel, it means to get down. I think that's one reason I do okay in life. I'm a battler. Look at me. You got to fight. You got to fight. You got to get back up again. You got to get back up again. I was talking to this guy named Mike Tyson. Who's ever heard of him? And he brought me over recently to have a little chat with him. So we were chatting about life. And so I did this research on Mike Tyson. Do you realize that Mike Tyson never lost one fight by decision? Like at the end of the fight, he said, you don't win. He only lost because he got knocked down and did not know how to get back up. See, some of you got knocked down, but you did not know how to get back up. I'm here to tell you, while you're feeling the sting of your setback, God is preparing your comeback. You are about to come back like never before. Clap your hands like you are about to come back. Somebody say sight. Right. Come on, I want to see it in your eyes. There's a moving on. A friend of mine came up to me and he said, I know you're helping Robert Downey Jr. This was back in 1999, and I want to tell you, don't even try. He's done. You know that there are people that have thought you were done before?
Yeah.
And he said, Hollywood has written Ichabod across his head. He's made too many mistakes. I'm going to tell you, you're never done until God says you're done. And God says you're not done. Clap your hands like you're about to do something magical. So when I started to work with Robert, I said, Robert, same thing. We gotta fight, man. It's a daily grind. Look at me. It's a daily grind. You gotta fight. I'm feeling fighting. I'm a unicorn. No, listen to me. You're a human being that needs to fight. Listen to me. I'm gonna talk 7 more minutes. I time myself. Say this. Say sight. Right. Fight. You gotta admit, some of you have not fought hard enough. Oh my God, I got divorced. Yeah, in 1993. My kid's acting up. What kid does not act up? Come on, people. I've been through some bad things. So have all of us in the room. I call it bugs on the windshield. If you were to drive, isn't this great? Am I firing you up? Yeah. Okay, if I was to drive me and you just hang out, right? It's bros. And I knew your dad. Okay, just so you know that. If I was to go from Los Angeles to Florida in the middle of the summertime, I'm trying to tell you, we just hung out. There'll be bugs hitting the windshield left and right. We can't just go, there's bugs, pull over to the side. In life, there are bugs on the windshield. But guess what? You have not quit. You may not be what you want to be, but thank God you're not what you used to be. You have come a long way, baby. Go ahead and clap your hands. You guys are clapping. I like to clap. Somebody say sight. Right? Why is he dancing like that? Because I feel like that. Do you know I was living in Beverly Hills for a long time, and I liked my places in Beverly, first in Flats, then in Truesdale Estates. Do you know that I left that area just to move to Orange County to be around my 88-year-old mother?
That's all right.
Do you know why? Because my mother busted her ass for us.
Yeah, that's all right.
Somebody better pay attention. It's not just talk to me. Oh, it's nice to be around all my glamorous friends. I got glamorous friends. Like, look at you. Look how glamorous you are. Shake my hand. Look at you. You're glamorous. Oh my God. Look at you. You're glamorous. Olivia, you're looking pretty glamorous. But my mother, Vesitita Gonzalez, who worked at Winchell's Donut Shop, man, that's my mom. And she's 88, but she's fiery and strong at 88. But someone hit me one day. I said, man, I got to at least go rent a house in Orange County to be closer to it. So I kept my Beverly Hills place, and I rented a house in Orange County just to serve my mother.
That's all right. Good for you. Yes.
And I pay all her bills. And she has 5 kids, and in her house there's 3 pictures of me and one of another kid, and 3 pictures of me and one of another kid. I said, Mom, you got 5 kids. You need to put up pictures like you and me. She says, as soon as they pay all my bills, we're going to get you more pictures. Every day I'm hustling. Every day. Say supernatural. Extraordinary. Say sensational. So you know what's about to blow you away is when your dreams actually start to happen.
Yeah.
All you need is a break.
That's it.
I'm done with this one. All you need is a break.
That's right.
And then when you get a break, you go through the break. It's called a breakthrough.
Breakthrough.
a break sit or a break stand. It's a break. I'm done teaching. Thank you very much. Can we give Kerri Kasem and Kasem Chairs a big clap? Give her another big clap. Out of the chair. Come, Kerri. Keep on clapping as you come back. Everybody stand.
Tim Storey. I mean, we couldn't have closed out this conference any better. Feeling inspired? More motivated? Yeah. Thank you, Tim. Thank you so much.